Oh, goody.
All right, what's going on, everybody? Zombies here again, and today we're back with another Marvel Snap video. So in this one, we are taking a look at some Sera decks. So doing things a little bit different this time. Rather than just focusing on one deck, figured I would show off two different decks we have here. The new Sera bundle just entered the store, so I'm sure there are going to be a decent number of people going after this to get Sera early for Pool 3. So I figured we would try it out and see what decks are kind of good to use these new variants. I wanted to use both Sera and Angela. Got pretty lucky and got the black and white split, which looks absolutely amazing. So I wanted to find some decks to use these cool looking cards in. And I think we found two pretty good ones. So the first one here is a teched out Sera deck where we're really focusing on doing reactive strategies such as Shang-Chi, Enchantress to shut down strong threats, more tech cards like Killmonger and Armor to blow up opponents' things, trigger our own Nova, stop them from blowing up things. We have Scorpion and Angela here for some pretty good tempo, along with Sentinel and Mysterio. Bishop benefits really nicely from Mysterio, and then Maximus is just really good for the extra stats. Now, if you are basically brand new into Pool 3, you can make some substitutions here, as most of these cards are Pool 2 and below. So the only two cards, aside from Sera, who's in the bundle, that are Pool 3 are Maximus and Mysterio, and both of these are replaceable. I would probably just replace Maximus with another big power 3-drop. Swordmaster comes to mind, as you can mitigate the effect by playing it on the final turn with Sera, and it's only 1 power less, so it's not too much worse, as we're mostly just playing this for a big stat drop that can be cheap with Sera. And then Mysterio, you can replace this with a wide variety of 2-drops. I know some of the old Sera lists used to like running stuff like Star-Lord, some of them run Mojo, some of them run Mr. Sinister. I had a video going over another Sera deck like this recently, and I had the package of Brood and Mr. Sinister and Cable, but personally, at least versus the decks I've been going up against, I have found this has been the more successful version of the teched out Sera deck. We do have one other Sera deck here though, and that is our Sera Surfer. So pretty similar to the standard version of the Sera Surfer. I've seen a few different people running a few different things. Iceman, Mr. Fantastic, both also pretty good inclusions. We wanted to find room for Angela here, though personally I was more impressed with Angela in the tech version. I think she's okay in the Surfer one as well. Other than that, we just have some good tempo 2-drops in Scorpion and Lizard. And then obviously most of our deck is going to be 3s. So we have the Surfer as our payoff, Brood to fill a lane, Storm to lock down a lane. Juggernaut can send people out of the Storm lane or just knock them out of our final lane at the end of the game. Cosmo is very powerful tech card. Gotta be careful with Surfer. Killmonger also super powerful tech card. Polaris is good stats for cost and can sometimes mess up their lanes. And Maximus just really good stats for cost. And then obviously Sera, so we can cheat out 3-drops on the final turn. So gonna have a few games with each of these decks. I think they're both very valid choices. The tech one is probably easier to put together if you're just entering Pool 3. And the Surfer one might be a bit easier if you have the pass and have a few Pool 3 cards assembled. But those are the decks. We're going to get right on into some games with it. Before we do, if you enjoy this type of content, remember to like and subscribe. It's done to help out the channel. Keeps the videos coming. Without further ado, let's get into the games. That's what I get for questioning the helicarrier. Never question the helicarrier. That's the lesson we learned. Scorpion. Rude. And a 4-mana generated Black Bolt on Power Sinister. Oh, that's great. Got Killmonger back. Interesting. There aren't many other ongoing Panther deck. Got the Panther the Surfer deck. Right? Something I can think of. Those should be a free Enchantress. Trying to play on curve. Yeah, Hela is fun. It can be a little crazy sometimes. How many splits to get the king and so I think she was the 6th one. I only split the new one once. I had already split her I think like 4 or 5 other times before. We did this. Dinosaur. Oh, I guess I Enchantress a little early, but alright. Yeah, I've had some good luck recently with the black and white splits. I got the Sunspot one, this Angela one, I got this Killmonger too. All within a relative short. Okay, Sera's turn late here, but it might be okay still. We just played card. Let's make it snap here. What do they have? If they played a leader, get a bishop, not very much. Get this, not enough. They play. They could have just a random tank here or some shit. You never know with the dinosaur decks. Like a million different versions of them. Yeah, it definitely could be a Shang-Chi. No, it's an arrow. Kroger. Ooh, that is not enough. Confused. Ooh. It's kind of wild how good Maximus was with cloning path. Yellow jackets. So they're probably Cerebro 3. Usually what that means. Enchantress is gonna get some value. Could be Cerebro 2 as well. Be either 2 or 3. Probably 2 if they're just playing. It does enable them to get a free 2-drop at another location. So that's kind of neat. Ooh, rude. Well, it was kind of busted when the opponent did it to us last. But I'm not sure if that's the move. It might just be to like armor. Don't want to put anything there. File this Polaris probably because of Surfer, but like doesn't make sense with this yellow jacket, so I don't know actually. There's a lot of Polaris going around, I guess. You just double pump this lane, I guess. long. Alright. Hello, Enchantress. 12 initiative. Right? And finally, we have our tech card. Some glorious value. Kills our armor ability, but who cares? Typhoid Mary. Alright. That's a card. It is a card that exists. We didn't get to do the Sera thing, but that's okay. Because we can kill the Typhoid Mary. They could play another one. That's going to take up most of their turn if we do. And we'll play Sentinel just in case. They could play like Typhoid Luke Cage or something. I'm not really sure what this is. I guess it's like a Luke Cage, Hazmat type of thing, maybe? I don't know. If I put this in the middle, how much is it? They currently have 12. If they got back to 12, actually how much? 6. And we'd get to 12. We'd tie. We'd have probably better tiebreak. Maybe we do just play it here, actually. Because if they play Typhoid Mary, that's the only thing they can play. Unless they play Typhoid Mary Luke Cage, and then the Yellow Jackets get bigger and we lose. I guess let's do this, like we originally thought. Typhoid Mary, yeah. Ooh, close one. Victory. Never lucky title. That's a good one. Well, we have a Killmonger to answer that. The Nexus. Oh, okay. Kind of want them to be ahead. So Mysterio's good. Jubilee. Not really that scary. This is good though. We want them to keep the initiative. Then we can kill their Thor. Alright, so we'll do this. We're gonna blow up the Thor. Just add the most power we can to this lane. So it'll buff our other lanes. Hope it's enough. Ah. Oh. Was not expecting that. But it worked out. Victory. Yeah, the tech version pretty nice sometimes. Feels like. Gotta be careful how you maneuver it though. This is definitely one of those decks where if you misplay a bit with it, it can mess up your, like if we had initiative that game, I wasn't kind of conscious about that, staying behind, we wouldn't have been able to kill the Hulk. Yep. Oh. Loving some Pokemon remixes. Big lizard. We have a lizard of our own. I do love being able to like react to your opponent's cards. I think that's such a fun, goofy little feature. But it's one I really like. Alright, well they're probably not a surfer deck. Gather that. We could storm it. And then Juggernaut. Hurry.
Wind, aid my hand.
We're not gonna Juggernaut. Or maybe I should have saved it, actually. I guess we can use Brood to play into the Death's Domain. We just need to win the middle. What's the most power we can put down here? It's just 3. I guess we can blow up the 0. That's adding power. And then we can... I don't think Scorpion matters in a deck where they're playing cards very... do this. Yep, right. And typically they don't have a way of playing for the right. They could have armor. That is possible. They could also have Cosmo. We'll see though. Both those cards go in every deck. But if they don't have armor, they can't play Cosmo into this lane. It should just be fine. Yeah. They're just trying to win via tiebreakers, but hopefully via Brood. R. $230's not enough. I really do like the Shuri deck though. Ooh, got a lizard. You'll love to see the lizard. They have a lizard too. Why don't they play lizard now? Our hands can off. We just push them out of middle. Didn't even go for it.
Wind,
Oh, our hand isn't
aid
close.
my hand.
The fact that we can't shrink the lizard is a problem. We could pull the lizard though. I guess we can brood and then pull the lizard. Guess I should pull it. By doing that, we can probably. Yes, that's good for us. Should do it, I think. Okay. Is that enough? Not great. See ya, lead.
Victory.
Anti-lead. It was good. Depending on if they don't play anything, we can just storm. Do play something. Ant-Man. But we can deal with that. As long as they don't armor it. We can also just yoink it. Oh, Bifrost. Get rid of Bifrost though. What do we want to get rid of? I think getting rid of the Nexus probably isn't a bad idea. Then we'll get pushed. Our Storm Lane will get pushed. If they're ongoing though, we probably don't want them to connect. Got real quiet for some reason. Is it better now? What do we do here? Probably just this. Not the greatest, but interesting. They're running Electra. Is this just the Zoo deck? Where's Killmonger when you need him? Hydrate. We can do that. It is just a Zoo deck. Huh. I'm coming with all the hydration. Where do we need more power? Probably here. Ooh, did they get us here? They might, actually. It's the last card. A rock. Okay. No, they don't get us. Right? Yeah. 50. Time to drown, yeah.